All right, in this video, I will address a question that was, placed in on my community tab. I'd asked you guys if you have any topic suggestion or questions for me to make a video before the year end. Just write it down. I will give my thoughts. So one of the topics which not only seems that people are interested in is how to dealing with toxic people, whether toxic people in the family, toxic people as friends, toxic people in the office. So I don't know. It seems to be a recurring issue. So I thought, okay, well, I'll give you an example. Now, let me start off by asking you this question, okay? And comment down below, and you let me know if it makes sense. Now, you know that I post videos online. Some of my videos, not all, some of my videos are controversial in nature, but obviously almost all of them are highly opinionated. I have very strong opinions, whether it's left or right or up or down or whatever. I have very strong opinions. And the people who agree with me, fine, they are pretty okay. But there are a lot of people who may not agree with what I say. And then it comes down to how do you disagree? Like, for example, you remember that during Christmas, I put the topic, the title itself would trigger a lot of people. Christmas is crap. I posted that. And if you look at the video, the way the title is written, it's Christ, which is CHRIST, Christmas is crap. I highlighted Christ and crap. Okay. Now, obviously, I did that to make sure that there would be a reaction. And true to the, strategy, there were people who, felt very offended. There were people who did not like it. Now, I didn't do it just for the name's sake, just controversy for the sake of controversy. If you had gone through the video, you would know that these are the logical reasons why I stated what I stated. Okay. Now, after I've given a topic that is offensive to some people, that can hurt people's feelings, it is but obvious that people will get in touch with me, or they'll send me a message and, they'll give me bad words, or they'll want to put me down. Okay. Now, religion is not just a very divisive topic. There are other topics. Like, for example, if I speak about India, there are a lot of people who get triggered. And here's a funny thing. If I speak about a topic that is rape or unemployment or corruption or the bad infrastructure or some of the failures that the current government is not able to solve, okay, the failures that they have. Now, I'm highlighting certain issues, but there also people take it very personally. In fact, me being an ex-Dubai resident, I stayed in Dubai. I'm no longer staying in Dubai, but I still highlight issues which are mentioned in Khaleej Times or Gulf News in the media. Like I spoke about just last video, you can see I spoke about a Filipino couple that completely lost all their money because the husband had an accident and now he has to pay blood money as per Sharia law as compensation, and his business went bankrupt, and now he is nearly 80 years old. He's 70 or 80 years old. He is half paralyzed. So I was highlighting his difficult conditions and saying that I hope a good Samaritan gets in touch with him. Now, in all these videos, I got people who got pissed off. Even this Filipino guy, I'm highlighting his issue. I got this guy who wrote, shame on you. He's telling me, shame on me. You're bad-mouthing UAE. You're spitting on the hand that feeds you. You're biting the hand that feeds you. You're an ungrateful dog. That's what he told me. Okay. And he said, Dubai made you. He said, according to him, Dubai made me who I am. And I have forgotten my roots. Okay. Now just imagine if I were to argue with him or debate with him or fight with him. What do you mean Dubai made me? I am a self-made man. No, but you are in Dubai. Only because you're in Dubai, you got this opportunity. Okay. Now, just imagine If I were to debate with this guy and tell him that, Dubai didn't give me anything for free, I had to work hard to get it, he would come back and say, yeah, but you were in Dubai. Had you been in, let's say, Syria or Africa, you wouldn't have those opportunities. Then I would tell him that there are many people like me who are in Dubai, but they have not achieved the success that I've achieved. So it shows strategic thinking, it shows intelligence. Then he would come back with something else. Yeah, but you got lucky in those areas. So every point I would make, he would argue and give me some other point. Okay. If I would tell him that I had to work through the loopholes, okay, he would say that, yeah, you didn't follow the loopholes, you're evil. So he will bring up some point. He would keep, he would not give up. He would want to prove he is right. I would want to prove I'm right. Okay. Now, same thing with religion. If you debate with someone about Islam, Muslim with about Islam, Hindu about Hinduism, Christian about Christianity, each person will swear with their life until their face turns blue that my religion is true, the other religion is false. My religion is the correct religion, your religion teaches you all nonsense. Uh, don't believe me? Speak to a Muslim and tell him, why don't you keep Lord Shiva, Lord Ganesha's statue in the mosque? I don't think he'll be very flexible or welcoming of the idea. Or tell a Christian, come and pray in the mosque, pray to Allah and accept Prophet Muhammad as the true prophet. They'll not do that. Okay. And the biggest one of all is when you debate with a Christian, Hindu, Muslim, they will only give you content that supports their argument and ignore everything else. You can do the same with Russia and Ukraine. You can do the same with Israel and Palestine. You can literally do it in any field. Okay. Now, what am I trying to tell you here? If I were to spend time and debate with these guys, argue with these guys, fight with these guys online, do you think I would get any work completed? Now, I just spoke to you about one person. Imagine if some of my videos have, let's say, 700 comments. Let's say 50%, say 300 people. They are busy wanting to argue and debate with me, fight with me. Do you think I would succeed? And neither he'll succeed, neither I'll succeed, nor he'll succeed. But what is the price I'll have to pay? I'll have to waste my time. I'll have to waste my energy. I'll have to waste my creativity. I will not get any job done. I will be completely exhausted. And what did I achieve? Zero. Zero. My bank balance will remain the same. My life will never achieve. I'll never achieve any goals. So now, what has all this got to do with dealing with toxic people? Toxic people don't believe they are toxic. Toxic people believe that they are right. Just as you believe you're right, toxic people also believe they are right. Toxic people believe in their point of view, their ideas, their logical explanations, their belief systems, and they don't subscribe to yours. So you can waste years of your life, all the energy you have, all the time, all the money, every single resource you have to deal with them. You're not going to achieve anything. Trust me, you will not achieve anything. The only thing you'll achieve is you will make them happy that you engaged with them, that you give them the attention. So what is the solution of dealing with toxic people? What I do is, this is what I do now, okay? Which before I used to engage with them, I used to love to, like you say, finger them and get them rallied up and make fun of their gods and god names and trigger them and get them pissed off. And I used to do all the things. It was entertaining. It was fun. I would create some videos which were also fun. But then who succeeded? The question is, who succeeded? Maybe short term, I was happy. Maybe if I made a video, people would get entertained. But did it add any value to my brand? Yes, it showed a side of my personality but it did not contribute to anyone's well-being, growth, or uh, their journey towards their dreams. Neither did it help me. It just made me, oh, this is something entertaining. Let's put on comedy show or stand-up comedy. Enjoy, have fun. But it didn't help anyone. So finally, what I decided is, whenever these guys come, like they say, uh, Allah is a true God, or Jesus is real. Have you read the Bible? You're backstabbing India. You're right. For me, he has an opinion. He is right. If I feel his comment should be there on my channel, I will leave it there. If I feel it should not be there, I will delete it. If I feel that this guy is constantly using my platform to insult me so that he feels, see, my opinion is there, everyone can see it, ha ha ha. So what I do is, I not only delete that comment, I block him so he cannot comment. And if he has to comment again, he has to create a new account. So slight amount of inconvenience. He can create 100 new accounts, no problem. 100 times I will keep blocking and deleting him. So for me, it's just a matter of 2 clicks. For him, maybe a little bit of work. Okay. So I don't give them the platform. I don't give them the publicity. I don't give them the attention. I don't give them the respect. I don't give them anything. Now, maybe if he is obsessed and he's determined, he will try it. Like there is one guy who literally, I think now for 4 or 5 years, non-stop, 4 or 5 years, just imagine the time, 4 or 5 years, has been doing nothing but sending me messages, spam. He creates a new email, he gets a new phone number, he tries to figure out some way, because he wants my attention. He's just obsessed about me. Like they say, no, the classic stalker. So initially, before, I used to try to see how to engage, but I realized this guy is never going to stop. Maybe he gets thrill. So now what I do is, I contacted Google personally and found out ways and means of how to structure this. So now, no matter what messages he sent me, I don't get to see it. Even on my phone, whatever he sends, by default, okay, whatever he sends from any of this thing, somehow, and even if he finds a loophole to get out of it and get me to read the message, all I got to do is just a single 2-3 steps, which Google has told me, and I use the same on my phone. And he can take all the time in the world. He can take all this thing. I'm not giving him the light of day. Okay. So now comes, how can you use these principles to you? In your office, obviously you can't delete the person. You can't block your colleague. You can't block your boss. So the answer over there is, just stick and focus to what is required. Let's say, for example, he gives you a job, do the job, finish it off, and go your own way. Yes, there can be a possibility he is going to get in touch with you and say, and make your life miserable and all that. Keep doing your best. And if after all this, he still makes your life miserable, it's time you take action. You take personal responsibility and you take action to change your life. Resign from this company, find another job. And I'll tell you, if you are someone who is determined, who takes the right guidance, who really, really focuses towards the task, you will get a new job, because you can't change him. Same thing with mother, father, brother, sister, uncle. If you know that they are harassing you, they are making your life miserable, either ignore them or stay out of the house or stay busy. And even after that, if they go out of the way to make your life miserable, figure out a way of taking personal responsibility by starting by making sure that you have your own separate accommodation and you start your life. You have to start from somewhere, right? See, listen, being a victim and sitting, I can't do anything, I can't. If you're not ready to take action and be slightly uncomfortable, you will never grow. Okay, even for me, when I deal with these characters, sometimes it can be overwhelming. I'll be honest with you, sometimes it can be overwhelming. But this solution and strategy that I've developed, whereby block and delete, all it takes is just 2 clicks. And then maybe they will comment another 20 times more. I'll never get to see it. Maybe they can see it. I'll never get to see it. I don't think most of my audience gets to see it. Only he will get to see it. So he will feel happy. Yeah, my comment is here. What he doesn't know is nobody else can see it. So he's just happy in his own little bubble. All right. Now, you will say that, oh, all these solutions are very easy for you because you're only dealing with it online. How would you deal if it's your real mother and father with you, or your family with you, or your friends with you, or people that you're connected with, or people that you need? I'll give you a real life example. My real life. This is not fake. This is not theory. This is not I read from somewhere and I'm giving you advice. If you see my life, mother, father, I've broken up with them. I'm not in touch with them. All my relatives, all I have blocked them. There are only, maybe I can count on my fingertips who's in touch with me, who can get in touch with me, who can send me a message. And then there are others who are well intentioned, but I know that if I get too close to them, their drama will begin. I keep them at a respectable length. Like if they were to send me a message, I don't respond immediately. I respond after a slight duration, so that I get a buffer and I know what to say, and they know that, oh, I cannot just have a conversation. In fact, I'll tell you this: sometimes I get calls from my relatives who want to speak to me, who want to talk to me, and some of them are very smart and tricky. They will go near my mother, or they'll go and then they'll try to put a video on to catch me at that moment so I can interact with my mother or stepfather. I'm very particular. I'm very smart. Let's say, for example, by mistake I press yes, and there I can see my mother and stepfather who I'm not talking to. I will just give me 1 minute. I just have someone at the door. Disconnect. Finish. So they know that you can't play around with me. Okay, and then you understand this much. I have actually taken action to stay away from my relatives, to change the place where I stay, the house where I stay, the city where I stay, the country where I stay. Why do you think I stay in Thailand? Why do you think I don't stay in India? Why do you think I'm not near my relatives? Now, I also get it that maybe you can't do this. You're like, hey man, boy, I can't do this. I stay in India. I can't just leave India. I don't have the resources. I don't have the money. I'm not asking you to do what I did exactly, but see these various options and figure out a way, right? Sitting and crying, oh, what will I do? What will I do? What will I... That it's like Les Brown, the motivational speaker, gave. There is this beautiful dog, really big dog, and it's howling. It's seated there and it's howling in pain and agony. And Les Brown asked this guy, "Is this your dog?" He said, "Yeah." Why is it howling? It's howling because there are stones which is paining its paws and legs, and it's seated on that. So Les Brown asked him, why doesn't it get up and sit somewhere else in the soft grass? No, it is paining him enough to moan and groan and complain, but not paining him enough to take action. So he's comfortable moaning, oh, my poor me. And so you're like that dog who, instead of taking action, you're moaning and groaning and complaining. Grow the fuck up is what I'll tell you. Okay? You have to grow up. You have to take action. So I'm not asking you leave India. Maybe leave the house and take a sharing accommodation or small. It's uncomfortable, but then you need to choose, right? You want comfort and toxic people, or you want discomfort and a newfound freedom. You can't have the cake and eat it. Okay, I've done this with my parents. Workplace. If I didn't like a particular workplace, I would try to see how much I can tolerate. And if I know that I really can't tolerate, I would be busy hunting for another job, another employee somewhere. You have to. You can't say, I'm not confident. There's no job in the market. There is. There are jobs. See, it all comes down to up here and here. If you do not have, if you do not have the guts and the courage to be, take control and charge of your life, then you're like that dog who's moaning and groaning. I've done this with my relationships, friendships, workplace, even the clients I deal with. It has not been easy, but eventually I created the systems. In fact, if you are part of my WhatsApp group, you know that I had 21,000 social media connections, 21,000 on LinkedIn, then 5,000 on Facebook, and another group. I deleted all of them. Now, on my Facebook, where before I had nearly 4,000, I have now 72. 72. I still want to reduce it. On my LinkedIn, I just shared with my WhatsApp group. Before it was nearly 21,000 plus whatever. I brought it down to, I think it's now nearly 2,000. Okay. 2,999 or something. I'm still deleting. And I will bring it down to, maybe I'll bring it down to 4 or 5, because why do I want to be in touch with all the CEOs, all the directors, all the people I don't know, never met, never spoke to? For what? Why do I need all this? Why do I need so many contacts and connections? I'm not saying all of them are toxic, but if they are not there, peace of mind, right? You cherry pick who you want and spend time with them. Choose. You can't choose your parents. You can choose the people around you. You can't choose maybe the family or religion you're born. You can choose your environment. So create and craft and make it happen. Take personal responsibility. Take charge of your life. And only then, you'll see the difference. Remember, toxic people will always be there no matter what you do. No matter what you do, they'll always be there. It's up to you to take action. And if you can't take action, don't bitch and moan and groan and send people, how do I deal with toxic people? How do I deal? It seems like that dog, moaning and groaning and complaining and crying, but no action. And that makes you worse than toxic people, because toxic people at least take action. You're not taking any. So overall, what I want to summarize and say through this video is, you can never change toxic people. Okay? You can never escape toxic people. You can never change toxic people. Okay? You just can't do anything. So the best solution is for you to write down what are the possible ways. Either get away, stay away, move temporary, move permanently. Try something new, surround yourself in it. And eventually, I assure you, eventually you will find a solution. It has taken me, I was not born with all the solutions. I also, just like you, try to figure out, is this a good idea? Is this good to implement? Should I do this? Should I do that? And eventually you'll get the solution, man. And I'll tell you, at some point, when they don't see any reaction, when they don't get any attention, then they'll be like, oh, I'm bored, man. Now I'll find someone else. That's how it is. So anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, whether you agree, disagree, whatever you feel. And I definitely would read your comments. Having said that, appreciate the topic. If you have any other topics, you can either comment below the community tab, or you can comment below this video. All right. Good, bad, ugly. Feel free, comment below. This is me signing off.